Yes, open. Yeah. So, good evening, everyone. First of all, thank you so much for joining with us this evening. And so, before we start on with our event, I would like to call upon the founder of Scientific Community, Dhairya Rajguru, to speak a few words.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's event. I would like to welcome Sachira ma'am today for being our guest speaker, and all my scientific community team, and a warm welcome to all the audience present over here. So, as we know, we are gonna touch today's topic is on spirituality, and like we can't call it completely science. Most of you have been registered in order to take a mental peace and like as you see today's situation in the COVID-19 crisis, most of the people are like suffering from anxiety, depression disorders. Many of them have lost their jobs. Like there are so many crises going on right now in this uh, pandemic situation. So I think this session would definitely help everyone. And also, I would like to stress upon our scientific community website that we have there. So we even accept articles, random musings. So as you all know that scientific community publishes science articles. It can be editorial articles, review articles, or blog articles. So there is even a section on the magazine section where you can find musings, random musings. So in case of random musings, over there you can send such articles on spirituality, on even on also on the non-science or whatever philosophical talks you wanna share. So do give a visit. We have some articles up over there, like Ram Rajya, Atmanirbhar Bharat, and such kind of articles are there. So yeah, we would be happy to receive such kind of articles. So thank you, Janvi, for giving this. For being a wonderful host for today's event. And
Yeah.
once again, thank you, audience and Sachin.
Yes. Okay. So, let's begin. Okay, so they say that elephants can grieve and dogs can laugh, but it's only a human being who's able to experience the entire spectrum of emotional response. We all in our life at some point of time have experienced turmoil, misery, and agony, and these emotions leave us stranded in the depths of our life. To be human is to be associated with all these emotions. Today, we all are going to experience how to turn these emotions into a creative and enriching force. Our guest for today is going to help all of us tap into our self healing potential. I am pleased to welcome Sachira Bapat, who is a spiritual coach, oracle card reader, certified crystal reader, certified angel healing teacher, and an EFT practitioner. So, without wasting much of our time, let's all experience this amazing and enlightening session ahead. Ma'am, please go ahead.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining today. And I hope by the end of the session, you all feel more peaceful and you have more love and calm in your heart. Before I begin with the session, I just want to touch upon a few points. I want to talk about science and spirituality. Now, there has been a lot of discussions on whether, both of these subjects can be merged or not, or they are different topics altogether. I feel that they are like the branches of the same tree, and that is nature. Whatever scientific theories and all the laws, they're all based on the ultimate law of nature and the law of creation, which is constant, but yet is variable at the same time. While we talk about spiritualism also, it talks about how to find balance and live in flow with nature. So I feel that there is a possibility, and I feel there is no difference between science or spirituality. They are just the same way of expressing the same thing in different ways. Like if science is the matter, spirituality is the essence of it. And I would just like to give a small quick example regarding this, because I recently had a session on fear and how to achieve our own potential, wherein I was talking about DNA and cellular memory. And though this topic itself is a predominant subject of science, it had a senses of spirituality in terms of how fear, is an emotional, it brings emotional turmoil, and how these kind of things are locked up. Fear, the stimulus of fear is actually locked in the cellular memory, and how reprogramming your cells can actually help you get out of those programs which keep you restricted and keep your potential restricted. So there have been a lot of studies which are talking about the merging of both these subjects. And I wanted to talk about this because I know a lot of you are essentially from science background, and so this is what my take is on both these subjects. And the next is why this topic was chosen for today, or why are we talking about peace and compassion for today's session. Now, there are two reasons why this topic was decided. The first is, as Dhairya had also mentioned earlier, there has been a lot of emotional up downs due to this pandemic in the last year, and all of us had to, have experienced a rock bottom kind of a situation in their lives in some or the other area of their lives. Along with all the protests and mass anger and so much going on at the national borders, the border tensions, not just about a country, almost every country has and is facing a lot of turmoil and a lot of anger situations and angry energies, which I think calls for a need for raising our consciousness and raising the positivity on this earth and bringing in more wisdom and more peace. And the second reason was that from today till the 12th, we are going to be experiencing a planetary conjunction of around 6 to 7 planets, all in the sign of Capricorn. And these are Sun, Saturn, Jupiter, Moon, Venus, Mercury, and the mystic non-planet Pluto. And each of these planets have very intense energies. I'm not sure how many of you have read about this, but each planet denotes a certain characteristic in terms of the energy and properties it has. And when these kind of intense energies come together, they have a tendency to accelerate the existing tension and unrest among the masses. A lot of people have also talked about the possibility of war-like situations and wrong decisions by people in power which might affect the masses. And together with it, we still have the planet Mercury in retrograde. And when a planet goes retrograde, energetically, it creates an upward turn of energies. And Mercury is all about communication. It is about mental thinking. It is about mental clarity. It is about technology of all sorts. And because it is in retrograde, these factors are creating a lot of communication issues and issues with getting your point across. So these were the two main reasons why it was important to build a deeper connection with our inner guides and with the with bring in more cosmic grace. So just one thing, conjunctions usually don't create an energy shift or any kind of repercussion overnight. The conjunction occurs and then we see the results and the shifts over a period of a few months and sometimes over a period of a few years also. So this is a very crucial point that we are at. And will now begin with the session. I would like to tell all of you that I understand that a lot of us present today have different perspectives and have different ideologies in life, and I respect all of them. But I request and I ask all of you to be with me till the end with an open mind, and I hope it will be able to bring a positive shift in each one of our lives today. And We also need to know that whatever we are going to be doing today is not just going to shift things for us, but we're also going to create a dominoes effect. Because if we're going to feel good, we are going to vibrate that energy, we are going to vibrate that healing externally also in our family, in our friends, and in the society on a larger scale. Um, so, for peace and compassion, the first step is to practice forgiveness. And by forgiveness, I mean that it does not mean that you have to be okay with the wrongdoing or the doer. It is simply about detaching yourself emotionally and mentally from the doer and the deed. And this particular forgiveness exercise I have taken from a very great and renowned healer, Dinah Cooper. And it's a very beautiful prayer that I myself have used a couple of times in these past years. What I would like to do is close your eyes, all of you, and take in 3 deep breaths. Let your in breath and out breath be from your abdomen and not from your chest. So take a full, complete, deep breath. And take your mental attention and your focus towards the soles of your feet. Visualize thick golden roots flowing from your soles and entering into the ground below you. These soles are going to act as an earthing for your physical and energetic body. The more deeper these roots go inside the ground, the earth, the more grounded, the more connected, the more peaceful you will start to feel. Now see and visualize a beautiful, huge ball of white, silver, and violet light. See yourself stepping into this beautiful ball of white, silver, and violet light. This ball of light will shield your aura and your energetic body, and at the same time transmute any lower vibrations into positive ones. Now, whatever prayer we do today, we are going to do it in 3 times, because the number 3 denotes creation, and we want to create the feelings of peace and compassion and forgiveness. So we will repeat the prayers thrice. Now you can repeat this prayer of forgiveness. You can choose to forgive. You can direct it towards one particular person, or you can choose to do it for the entire world. And you can mentally repeat it after me. I forgive everyone who has ever hurt or harmed me, consciously or unconsciously, in this lifetime or any other, in this universe, plane, or level of existence. or any other, I offer them grace. We'll repeat this 2 more times. I forgive everyone who has ever hurt me or harmed me, consciously or unconsciously, in this lifetime or any other, in this universe, plane, or level of existence, or any other. I offer them grace. One more time. I forgive everyone who has ever hurt or harmed me, consciously or unconsciously, in this lifetime or any other, in this universe, plane, or level of existence, or any other. I offer them grace. The next step is to ask for forgiveness. I ask forgiveness for everything I have ever done to hurt or harm another, consciously or unconsciously, in this lifetime or any other, in this universe, dimension, plane, or level of existence, or any other. I ask for grace. I ask forgiveness for everything I have ever done to hurt or harm another, consciously or unconsciously, in this lifetime or any other, in this universe, dimension, plane, or level of existence, or any other. I ask for grace. One more time. I ask forgiveness for everything I have ever done to hurt or harm another, consciously or unconsciously, in this lifetime or any other, in this universe, dimension, plane, or level of existence, or any other. I ask for grace. Now, the most important thing in forgiveness is forgiving your own self. Many a times we fail to forgive ourselves and we just think that we have to either forgive someone or be forgiven by them. So it is important to forgive yourself to truly experience love and peace. I forgive myself for everything I have ever done to hurt or harm another, consciously or unconsciously, in this lifetime or any other, in this universe, dimension, plane, or level of existence, or any other. I accept grace. This means that you consider yourself deservable to receive love and forgiveness and compassion in your life. We'll repeat it 2 more times. I forgive myself for everything I have ever done to hurt or harm another, consciously or unconsciously, in this lifetime or any other, in this universe, dimension, plane, or level of existence, or any other. I accept grace. I forgive myself for everything I have ever done to hurt or harm another, consciously or unconsciously, in this lifetime or any other, in this universe, dimension, plane or level of existence, or any other. I accept grace. The last time, I forgive myself for everything I have ever done to hurt or harm another, consciously or unconsciously, in this lifetime or any other, in this universe, dimension, plane or level of existence, or any other. I accept grace. Now, there's this last line that you need to repeat in your mind. I am free. All chains and restrictions fall from me. I stand in my full power as a master. I am free. All chains and restrictions fall from me. I stand in my full power as a master. I am free. All chains and restrictions fall from me. I stand in my full power as a master. It is done, so be it. You can keep your eyes closed. And there is a very beautiful Sanskrit mantra which we all are aware of, and which means that which will help us to bring down wisdom into our hearts and minds and help us to discern right from the wrong, help us to enter light from darkness. We will repeat this thrice. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityor ma amritam gamaya. This mantra has a lot of power to bring mental clarity, to bring discernment in decision making. At this point of time, we need a lot of mental clarity to help us take decisions which are right, which are loving, and which will help people, which will help you, and which will help people around you to progress in its true sense. We'll say this 2 more times. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityor ma amritam gamaya. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityor ma amritam gamaya. Now I was talking about world peace in the beginning, but why we are doing this for ourselves first is unless each one of us has forgiven, unless each one of us has truly opened ourselves to the light, to the wisdom, we cannot pass it on to the world. Now, we will do an I am affirmation. An I am affirmation is similar to when we say Aham Brahmasmi is what we say in Sanskrit, which means that I am the universe is in me, and I am in the universe. So there is no difference, there is no separateness between you and your creator or the universe, whichever word you may wish to give it. And this I am affirmation means that you say that you stand for these qualities, you stand for this uh, light, you stand for the light, and you are no different than the masters, the saints, because they were the same. They were also people in you know uh, a physical body. So what was different from them and us is just that they were ready to open their hearts and minds into love, into wisdom, and see beyond the veils of illusion. And each one of us has the power to be the same. You can again mentally repeat this in your mind. I am the cosmic diamond violet flame. I am the flame of mercy. I am the flame of joy. I am the flame of oneness. I am Saint Germain. I am Gabriel. I am Zadkiel. These are names of saints and angels who stand for wisdom and enlightenment, and who also had taken births in a physical body, but through their actions, they were given the position of an angel, the same way we give sainthood. We'll just repeat it one more time. I am the cosmic diamond violet flame. I am the flame of mercy. I am the flame of oneness. I am Saint Germain. I am Gabriel. I am Zadkiel. So be it. Now I'm going to take you into an even deeper level of meditation and visualization. And I would ask you that please be through this whole visualization. Now what we are going to do is we have received healing, we have received that light of wisdom and enlightenment for each one of us. It might not start showing results for each one of you overnight, but it surely has, the seed has been put, and in the right time, it will sprout and it will show results in your lives. Now, this visualization is what we are going to do to pass on these loving energies to our earth. I'm going to be playing my singing bowl, and my mother will be playing the djembe, and we'll talk about that instrument later. It's originated from Africa. So keep your eyes closed. If you wish, you can take a more comfortable position. You can choose to lie down, or you can just take a position so that you can rest your back. Hold your palms in a cupped position facing outwards, and visualize between your hands, between your palms, visualize our earth. In your mind, you can just repeat this. I invoke the divine grace, the healing angels, and the angel who looks after our earth, Lady Gaia. And we will ask these divine helpers and masters and saints to bless our planet Earth under the law of grace. Take in 3 deep breaths. Visualize a huge column of golden light flowing from above, flowing from the source, and entering your body to the top of your head. As this light enters your body, it starts to heal you and fill you with wisdom on the physical, mental, and emotional level. On which this golden light vibrates has the capacity to offer wisdom and raise consciousness into love and joy. Now visualize this beautiful golden light flowing from your palms towards the earth that you had visualized between your palms. See this light touching all plants, all animals, insects. See it flowing through our rivers and sea and ocean. See it touching each plant and tree on this earth. See this light flowing towards people and visualize them taking decisions from a place of higher knowledge. See laughter, see joy, see abundance. Feel the calm, feel the wisdom. keep your hands down. And whatever excess energy is there in your physical body, see it flowing into the ground through the roots. Everyone's physical vessel does not have the same capacity to hold the energy. So whatever is excess for you will be taken, will be absorbed by the earth. Place both your hands on your physical heart and offer gratitude to nature for protecting you, nurturing you. Thank nature for hosting you on this planet. Whenever you feel comfortable, you can gently open your eyes. Janvi?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I'm done with the meditation.
Yes, ma'am. It was really very refreshing, I think, because I think most of us are students here, if I'm not wrong, and we all have been through these online lectures. And after that, this session was really peaceful and really enriching. Seriously, it was like, as you said, we'll feel the calmness and all. So we really felt that after this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. I would like all of you, I would like to introduce my mother who was playing the djembe. It's
Yes,
an African
sure.
instrument actually.
Wow, that's lovely, sure.
I think we would be really happy to see that, and also the instrument if that's possible.
Yeah, sure. So I was playing this. It's a Buddhist singing bowl. And let's see, I'm not sure how we could manage. Just a second. Can you see the?
Yes, we can see a bit of it.
It's quite huge actually.
Oh.
Yes,
That's
we're able
really
to see.
wonderful.
Pretty huge. So she is a healer herself, and she's a Moneki teacher. It is similar to like we have the Aborigines in Australia and we have the Red Indians in from America. We similarly have these people who have lived around Peru, and it is an ancient healing method which talks about, which actually worships nature and which worships. So they do not worship any physical form or any deity as such. So all it's a module, healing module. It's a healing module. Yeah. You want to say something else?
Hello, Ali. Everyone.
That would be wonderful if we can hear from ma'am also then.
Yeah, sure. My name is Sangeeta.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, hello. And it's wonderful that you all have joined, especially the youngsters, because you are the people who are going to take the world ahead. So it's like sowing seeds through you. And yeah, like she said, I'm Muniki teacher, and it's a healing module where you heal yourself. And as you heal yourself through all the trauma, all the sadness, you heal the people around you and you heal the world, especially Mother Earth. So that is the general concept.
I think that's really new for everyone over here because no one is from spiritual background. Yes, Janvi, she is inclined to spirituality, but I think this was completely new.
Uh, Actually, when you use the word spirituality, it's not something, you're not doing something different. This is something which you do every day. So it's like, listening to your inner voice. So it's nothing special. We The day we are born, we start this journey of spirituality. That is what they say. So it's just when you start doing it consciously, then you use that word spiritual. Otherwise, unconsciously, we all are following the same path.
I think that was a wonderful definition.
Because people, they take two steps back when they hear this word spirituality. That is something, वो सिर्फ साधुओं के लिए है, सिर्फ वही लोग करते हैं. It's not like that. So this is something which each one of is doing consciously or unconsciously. But spirit is something which is inside you. It is a connection which keeps you connected to the higher intelligence. जिसको हम God, खुदा, whatever word we use. So he's the one who's guiding us to do the right thing. That is what spirituality is. Healing yourself first so that you can say that being in the positive always. We always go down. There are lots of chaos all around us. We go down. But the वो कहते हैं ना डर के आगे जीत है. That is what spirituality is. So that is what you have to do. Nice talking to all of you.
It was our pleasure, ma'am. Yeah, there. Please go ahead.
I think ma'am poured out her whatever years of she spent. She just poured out it in a summary. I can say in short summary for all the students over here, like whosoever is joined. I think that was really wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody has anything to say, guys? Ma'am is here. You can discuss, and we can discuss. Yeah, it would be something very wonderful.
Yeah. I'm open for questions.
Yeah, guys.
Anybody?
So anyone can unmute yourself and you can ask anything that you have in your mind regarding spirituality or any self-help you want or some question that you have in your mind regarding spirituality or anything. I think, ma'am,
Yeah,
will be happy to answer.
it doesn't have to be anything particular.
I think everyone is still in the meditative mode.
I think so. Yeah,
Hi,
I think
ma'am.
so. Hi, Vishwa.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too, thank you. It was really wonderful session, especially the music. It was very soothing. I felt
Thank
like all
you.
the negative energies and everything just went away from me, and for a for a while I was just with myself or nowhere. Like I forgot everything else, and I was just in the moment of that meditative mood and all the inclining and in frequency with the music.
Thank
And
you.
I just realized as well, as you mentioned, Aboriginals of Australia, that in here as well, I've heard this kind of music somewhere, like in historical parks or amusement parks, where
Hmm.
they show the history of Aboriginal people and how they have preserved it since a long time.
Hmm.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
very
great.
interesting.
Thank you. Thank you. Anybody has any other questions? If not now, if like later on also, you can send me a DM or anything that you want to know, ask, discuss. You can visit my page. You can send me a DM. And Ajinkya, you have anything to share?
First of all, it was such a wonderful session. I mean, I was totally, mesmerized by the music, by the guided imaginary you built up in the mind. Superb. I mean, it was really something refreshing and something which calmed my inner spirit. I should say, yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic.
I tried to keep it as relevant as possible for even for beginners. I tried
Yeah,
to keep it as relevant as possible.
I think
Sorry,
every
ma'am,
one
I just
of
have one question.
the
Yeah.
yeah, Vishwa.
Yeah. So for the in the beginning of meditation, you said imagine violet, silver, and white light. So did we have to imagine it separately, or like all the colors mixing in each other, or how
All the
it?
colors mixing. I think it will be very different for each one of you because each of those colors has a very different vibration frequency and meaning denoted to it.
Okay.
Yeah. So whichever you needed for yourself the most, you would have seen that color in more proportion than the others.
Okay. All right. Yes, I was just imagining each color spreading separately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a question popped up.
Okay.
Ma'am, are there objects that guide our spirit?
Are there objects? I didn't understand. Objects, as in we have. So what we say is, see, there are a lot of spiritual practices which do not talk about any specific deity. They only talk about worshipping nature, worshipping the elements of nature, like worshipping fire, water. So yes, if you talk about guiding a spirit, we have a lot of divine help available in a lot of different forms, depending on where each one of us on their spiritual journey. And by spiritual journey, I wouldn't say spiritual journey, on a soul's journey, because each one of us has a different blueprint, has a different energetic blueprint, and each one of us is destined or is meant to play a specific role. Okay, and that is why we say that we should celebrate the diversity, is because no two souls have the same role to play, and which is why each one of us is as special and as important. Because without one, the other would not be able to play his or her role. So yes, there are guides that do help, that do guide, and there are spirit. We have the different names given to them. We call them angels, or we call them gods and goddesses. We can call them nature and the elements of nature. Sometimes there are a lot of other spiritual practices which also say that, which talk about animal totem, how animals play the roles of protectors and guiders in our lives. And if you see any specific animal or bird recurringly in your life, either in form of, either you read somewhere or you physically come across, it means that that animal or that bird or insect has come to give you some message. Either it can be a warning, it can be a sign, it can be an assurance if you're looking for an answer or for an affirmation. So yeah, these are all the guides. We do have other questions also. I think Somilyo has a question, right? There is it okay if I go ahead and read the questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, that's completely fine.
What is the...
Okay, so just ma'am, just a second.
Yeah.
So those who want to like if someone is in hurry or if they want to live, then I think the session is over and rest remains our question answer round. So whosoever is interested for the question and answering with ma'am to interact with ma'am, they can stay and rest. I think that's
अजून
okay
15
if they can leave, right?
Right.
Yeah, because like most of them has a time limit that okay 6 to 7, then
Yeah, I know.
might have scheduled their day that way. So if some
Sure.
yeah
And thank you all for joining today. It was really
yeah
great.
thank you to
Thank you.
everyone. Thank you so much. I think ma'am we can have a minute break till that people wants to join or not. Till like just a minute.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So you want me to take these questions after a minute?
Uh, yes, I think you can go on. You can go on. I think.
Okay, fine. Okay, so somebody has asked what is the importance of silver. Okay. So gold, I think I mentioned that white is for mental clarity and purity, and violet is for transmutation. Transmutation as in it changes the negative or the lower vibrations into positive ones. Gold stands for wisdom and enlightenment, and silver is mostly associated with the energy of creation. We associated silver with the feminine, and it is the energy of creation and new beginnings. So yes, that is what the silver means. So because we were talking about sowing new seeds and sowing in the qualities of peace and love, that's why I included the color silver. Do gemstones help? Yes, they do. So there are different things. There are gemstones or semi-precious stones and crystals. They do have almost similar properties, but they are different in terms of how they are obtained. They're different in terms of the hardness and softness of the stone and how porous they are. And so, yes, they are different. And I am a certified crystal reader, and I have been personally using crystals for almost a good 8 years now. And I for sure have seen positive results, but I would say that all of these modalities act as helpers. Unless you individually decide, make a conscious decision to do something, they alone can't help, because we are basically co-creators in the whole system. Neither the divine can create anything on his own, or nor can we. So we have to work in conjunction. So yes, crystals do really help, but we need to be consciously aligned with them and welcome them. How to bring consciousness in day-to-day life and during each task. Okay, Naman, the most easiest way to start with this is focus on the breath. It's very important. So what happens is we don't even realize this in stress and anxiety, or in a hurry to get things done and check off our checklist. We forget to deep fully. Okay, we don't take full deep breaths, and what happens is breath it carries the oxygen molecules to the brain. So what happens is the system does not work effectively as much as it is capable of doing, because we do not have enough oxygen. So one thing is breath and enough water intake. These are the most basic common things, whether you regularly meditate or not. These both things will help greatly in being more present in everything that you do. And whenever you have to take a decision or take a task, just take 1 minute of break, take in nice 3 deep breaths, and then think, what is it important, is it urgent, what needs to be done first. And the next thing that I sometimes do is I just say a prayer, and I say that divine, let use me and use my energy and use me physically in the way that is best served for me and for others. So what happens is my schedule and which things needs to be go at the top and which needs to be done later automatically gets reshuffled. So instead of going against the flow of nature or creation, trying to flow with it, which will be much more better. Darshini, can we get the whole information? Darshini, you can drop me a DM and you can follow my page, The Mulberry Healers. I put up a lot of information on a lot of different topics. And I do also have sessions and workshops on them. So you can just drop me a DM and you can just follow my page, The Mulberry Healers, on Instagram. And if there's anything else that you're looking for, please let me know. So I'll see how I can help you at the best. How colors, okay, so Amelia is asking how colors can be attached to abstract feelings. I'm not really understood. So Amelia, can you please kind of elaborate your question?
Excuse me, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Ma'am, you said that silver stands for something, gold stands for wisdom. So, how colors are playing role in this abstract feelings? These are feelings,
okay. So I'm not really sure what this theory is called, but there is a theory. I'm not able to recollect it. But each color, we have the spectrum, right? The color spectrum.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And yeah. So each color in that spectrum stands for, how do you say? There's also a theory which says that when you look at each particular color, it opens up different areas of your physical brain. It activates. So the vibration of each color, and that, which is why it is now attached to these feelings, because they unlock these dormant parts. And see, each part of our brain is responsible for a different function. So when that color is absorbed either with physical eyes or during visualization, when you imagine it, you are somehow activating that part of your brain and that feeling or quality or emotion attached to that part. So,
Ma'am, so another question that popped up I had was that, like, many people have it's like favorite color. So is it related to their mental ability, thinking, or their like creativity or something like that? Is it connected?
yes. It is related to the most dormant, no, it's not dormant, the most active part, the most active ability or skill that they have.
Okay, so for an example, if someone has favorite color of white, then
okay, so there are how do I say? So there are 2 or 3 theories that work simultaneously. I'll just give a gist of all of them. The first is a person who is usually attracted to white is a person who craves for peace and order and harmony. Okay, that this kind of a person does not like chaos, does not like to get into arguments or discussions of that sort. That's one theory. The other theory is that a person who likes to operate only in the in white and black and not the gray areas. So this is what a person who does not like to operate in who likes to operate only in, it is either right or wrong. There's no gray in between.
Okay, okay.
They operate at two opposite extremes. So so that's another way of looking at it.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Anyone other has any doubts or wanna ask something, then they can go ahead.
I don't think anything else has come up. So Amelia, I hope I have answered your question.
Yes, ma'am. I got it, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so
Yes,
we can go ahead with the vote of thanks and
yeah, sure.
okay, so I would like to thank all the audience that they joined today, and also Sachira ma'am, especially that she actually accepted the invitation for this webinar, and I can say it was really wonderful session, and I think most of them wants such kind of sessions more. So we'll surely come up with some new ideas regarding spirituality and something new topic that ma'am suggests further. So, and whosoever wants to stay connected with ma'am, they can obviously go and like DM her or like whatever you are comfortable with. So, yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining today's event. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dharya. Thank you, Jai.
Yeah,
Fantastic talk, ma'am. Fantastic talk. Matlab, it was rejuvenating and it really tapped in the inner potential of everyone on this meeting platform.
I hope so, and I hope so, and this will kind of, how do I say, create rippling effects over a few weeks
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I think everyone here enjoyed the session. I mean, it was really calming. Yeah.
yeah. Ma'am, can we have a snapshot?
Yes, please. I was actually going to say that if all of you can please put your cameras on for 1 minute.
I think I only cannot put up right now, so I cannot expect it from other people. But
Just 1 minute, whoever can, I'm sure. I would also love to see all those beautiful faces. Beautiful is for men also, okay? So this is a compliment for both.
yeah, so everyone can smile. We can have a snapshot. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a great
Thank
day
you, ma'am.
ahead.
Bye bye.
Have a great
Bye-bye,
day,
ma'am.
everyone. Thank you so
Have a
much.
good
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.